This is your friend's house built on the edge of a cliff, but it has to withstand strong winds and heavy rain all year long, and there is always the risk of a landslide. So being clever, you drilled deep holes into the rock face and inserted massive wooden pillars. You also created channels that allowed air to flow through the structure. But one day, your friend accidentally stepped on it, causing one of the horizontal beams to start slipping out. To solve the problem, you carved the holes so they were narrow at the entrance, but wider inside the cliff, allowing the wooden supports to lock in place much more securely. Ordinary wood would eventually rot, so you selected an extremely dense and durable hardwood, almost as strong as iron. Then you soaked the wood in copper-infused oil for 90 days, protecting it from insects and moisture. However, simply embedding the beams deep into the cliff wasn't enough. The threat of landslides still remained, so you carved scissor-shaped grooves along the sides of the wooden supports and hammered wedge-shaped bamboo pieces into them. When the beams were inserted back into the rock, the bamboo expanded outward, locking the wood into the cliff like a giant expansion bolt. At that point, pulling the beams out became nearly impossible. Most importantly, about 2/3 of each support was buried deep inside the mountain. The heavier the structure became, the more stable it grew. Next, you laid wooden floors across the supports and used woven bamboo frameworks to create walls and rooms. Then you stacked multiple stories using wood and brick construction. The building projected out from the cliff face, appearing as if it were floating in midair. To withstand earthquakes, the horizontal beams were reinforced and additional support structures were added. A thick roof and protective upper coverings shielded the building from rain and snow, while the all-wooden framework naturally absorbed shocks and vibrations. And just like that, congratulations! You have successfully built China's famous Xuankong Temple, also known as the Hanging Temple.